You know, I never thought I'd say this, but here we are, the Mahindra XUV700L. A Mahindra! And yet, after spending a fair bit of time behind the wheel, I can't help but be impressed. I always thought Mahindras were more rugged utilitarian workhorses than slick modern family vehicles. But the XUV700L, it's a game changer. In this video, I drive past some baboons. I drive on some gravel. I drive at night, and I launch the Mahindra XUV700L. So then, without any further waste of time, allow us to start. Underneath the hood, this Mahindra XUV700L packs a punch. You have a 2-liter turbocharged engine which delivers around 149 kilowatts of power and 380 Newton meters of torque. Do you want to know which other vehicle produces 380 Newton meters of torque? The BMW 128 Ti. And I've got to say that this car is powerful. On the highway, it never feels out of its depth, and reaching high speeds is almost effortless. The speedometer climbs without hesitation, but don't get too carried away, because beep, beep, the warning sound chimes in, reminding you just how fast you're going and making you think twice about your pace. It's a bit of a nudge from the safety systems, but hey, it's nice to have a reminder. Oh, by the way, you see this speedometer? It's a Mercedes-Benz inspired digital instrument cluster with, I must say, amazing graphics. Now, let's talk about the handling. There's a bit of a catch here. On smooth highways, the XUV700L is fine. It's steady, confident, and composed. But when you take it through some twisty, sharp bends, especially in a place like Mahindra Kloof, things get a little unpredictable. The rear suspension hops around quite a lot. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what the suspension setup is, but it could use a bit of refinement. On gravel roads, there's this weird knocking sound that emerges. Not exactly reassuring when you're on a long stretch of loose surface. Still, on highways, it's comfortable and stable enough. Worth mentioning is the fact that this vehicle has done around 43,000 kilometers, and as a test car, it might just be due for a suspension upgrade. Fuel consumption is also quite reasonable given the power underneath the hood. You can expect around 12 to 13 kilometers per liter on highways, which is decent for a car of this size and performance. The vehicle is pretty comfortable, even for long distances. The seats are supportive and the cabin has a solid feel of quality. The rear passengers, especially with all 7 seats up, will find themselves a bit cramped, but that's expected in a 7-seater SUV. If you fall down the back row, you've got a generous amount of space. However, I wouldn't call this a car for solo adventures. It's a family vehicle through and through. Later on in the video, we will launch it just to see how fast the XUV700L actually is from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. As for the looks, well, the front of the XUV700L stands tall, with an aggressive grille, sleek LED headlights and a bold Mahindra logo. It commands attention on the road. From the side, the car has a strong muscular presence. The lines flow neatly from front to back, and the large wheels just add to the overall stance. As for the rear, it is modern and well sculpted, with clean lines and smartly designed taillights. A bit conservative, but stylish nonetheless. I like those LED massive, in-your-face taillights. Now, if you've got all 7 seats up, the boot space is quite limited. It's a bit of a tight squeeze for luggage, but perfect if you've got kids or passengers in the back row. Drop the 3rd row down and suddenly you've got a lot more space to play with. A clear downside of the 7-seater layout. If you're planning long trips, maybe you should invest in a trailer. Boot capacity is rated at 450 liters with the 3rd row of seats down. Before we continue, let's take a dive at the interior, then we will launch the vehicle. Step inside and the dashboard layout is slick and features a modern design. It's easy to use and it's also functional. The infotainment system is responsive and features Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The sound system. Oh, the sound system is impressive, courtesy of Sony. So personally, I was never a fan of white leather seats. However, these look amazing, and after 43,000 kilometers, they've held up surprisingly well. There's no signs of wear, and they're still as comfortable as you'd want them to be. The electric driver's seat is great, offering easy adjustments courtesy of some buttons from Mercedes, while the manual passenger seat is, well, a bit of a throwback. The rear seats are comfortable with a decent amount of legroom, though you might feel the squeeze in the third row for long trips. There's a decent amount of storage space with cup holders, door bins, and a glove box to keep your things organized. You've also got charging options, including a wireless charger. I must say that in my opinion, it's a good blend of convenience and practicality in here. You have a dual zone climate control system, which is definitely a nice touch. It keeps everyone happy in terms of temperature, no matter where they sit. And trust me, if you're a big family, it comes in handy. You even have climate control for the third row passengers. I must say that kids really love it back here. You're probably there wondering, is it safe? Well, this vehicle is a 5-star rated vehicle. So, it comes with ISOFIX anchor points, multiple airbags, as well as advanced driver assistance systems. I must say that the advanced driver assistance system is surprisingly good for a car in this price range. In traffic, it works smoothly. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and automatic emergency braking all come into play. And I found myself using these features without a second thought. It's the kind of system that makes you feel like you can just sit back and relax on those long drives. I know I've probably said this before, but this car is well priced for what it has to offer. Well, let's launch it, shall we? Well, power delivery is not so bad, and the turbocharger even swooshes to give you that excitement on the move. The XUV700L really blew me away. Even these guys were impressed. What's up, Mr. Baboon? And that brings us to 3 things I like about the vehicle. Well, at number 1, the LED headlights on this one are next level. They are automatic and feature a boosted mode for nighttime beams. They make the day out of the night. Number 2, I like the 7-seater configuration. And at number 3, the vehicle feels rather quite premium and solid for its price. And here's 2 things I really don't like about the vehicle. Number 1, around the bends, it will eat you if you are not careful. The body roll is noticeable. Number 2, the suspension is just not meant for gravel. Nope. Just listen to this. Other than that, all is not lost. If I wanted a 7-seater SUV, I would definitely consider this one. So then, how much will all of this cost you? Well, with a recommended retail selling price of 599,999, cost of ownership will set you back 14,082, with an installment of 12,042, insurance of 1,500, and fuel of 1,300, assuming you fill up the 60-liter tank at least once a month. And for the price, you get a warranty and service plan as follows. You get a 5-year or 100,000 kilometer service plan, as well as a 5-year or 150,000 kilometer warranty, whichever comes first. Entry into the range starts with the AX5 at 495,199 and goes all the way to the AX7L at 627,900. If you've gotten this far in the video and haven't yet done so, please be kind to like, subscribe, and share. And of course, let us know what you think of this Mahindra XUV700L. Would you consider this? Well, let us know in the comment section below. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. Well then, until next time.